So this is text 58, 4th canto, 29th chapter. Karmani arabate yena puman iha vihayatam amutra yena dehena jushtani sayad ashnute. The result of whatever a living entity does in this life are enjoyed in the next life. So he is now posing a question after hearing all instructions of Narad Muni. He is trying to understand something. And the king is asking this question that we see in this world, even a small child is born and sometimes it dies. So many things. People kill also sometimes. Particularly girl child, people kill. That's why by nature, both should come equal. Rather, girls should be more by nature. And today what we are seeing, the girls are less. Correct? Particularly in India, it is very less. The reason is abortion. And they kill. In the womb, they come to know it is girl child, they kill. Medical, they are permitted. If they see in the womb there is some damage, there is some, the child has this less, that less, kill. The smallest a defect, parents come to know child is having, they kill it. We don't want it. Now it has come to that situation. Now when they are anyway studying this all, they can also see it as a girl, kill it. That's the reason that otherwise how it is, it's abnormal. How can be one is more? By nature they both should be equal. Rather girls should be more. But we see a different kind of a ratio today, in some states particularly. The reason is that. So now anyway, we see in the womb the child is killed, or he comes outside and then he is killed. Now we see in this body has not done any simple activity, correct? So how come the punishment is coming? But what the punishment is coming? How can you say that result of one's life is a puro karma hai? So somebody becomes very rich, somebody is suffering. So this is the question he is posing, and then the answer will come. Narad Muni will answer the question. That the reason is there is something which you have forgotten called subtle body. Beyond that is spiritual body, which you are not. You are only taking the gross body as a function. You are not understanding the results are stored in the subtle body, and therefore the suffering will be there. And the Lord is the witness. This is basically why does God punish? He is not punishing. These are all called experiential learning. People are learning by experience. Some good lessons are learned by either people learn voluntarily or they learn in a very hard way, good lessons. That is the reality in this world. It's left our choice how we want to learn. By suffering you want to learn, or you want to learn peacefully through the scriptures. Now we can see, some Prabhupada today in the morning in class, Prabhupada saying, we can see today we are in a comfortable condition. Okay? We are all peacefully sitting here. We are hearing Bhagavatam. We are in a comfortable condition. Now any comfortable condition indicates true Krishna consciousness beyond all karma laws. But even then we can see the comfortable condition indicates a puro karma in the form of some punya. And Prabhupada said, be careful. Now if you do some sinful activity in this comfortable condition, you are prolonging your material existence. And very material existence is, suffering is guaranteed. Correct? Any birth in this world, suffering is guaranteed. Birth, old age, disease, death, suffering is guaranteed. Terrible suffering actually. So how many diseases, if you go to the hospital, watch how people are suffering, crying. So many sufferings are there. But at the same time, we don't understand that if I am prolonging my material existence, what is going to happen? I have to take rebirth and 4 sufferings are there. Correct? What am I doing? If I do papa karma, my suffering is going to increase. Today I may be comfortable, but in this comfortable condition, I say, I could do some sinful activity. Do. Then be ready. Just like a comfortable position comes because of some punya in the past, we are in a comfortable condition today. Be ready, for sufferings also will come because of any discrepancy in our behavior, then wait for suffering. So therefore, First thing, some people have this philosophy, once human, always human. Rubbish. What is the logic behind it? Because there are no conception of soul, no conception of super soul, no conception of karma. They speak all this rubbish. Once human, always human. Sir. Prabhupada used to say, you may believe or not believe, next life is there. It is not a question of belief, it's a fact. We see the childhood body is gone, still I am remaining. Similarly, old age body will go one day and I will remain. And there is past, present, future here in this material world. So I was a child, I had a past, present, future. I am a young man, I have past, present, future. In old life also there is past, present and future. That remains. Where is the future at that time? The future is the next body. And that's a fact. We have to have a next body. And what determines the next body is the kind of activities we have done in this life and kind of desires you have cultivated. Based on the currency of your activities and based on your desire, a particular body will be given. Just like an example, somebody wants the body of an engineer. So if his karma is good, he will become Brahma. If karma is bad, he becomes a caterpillar. There are so many factors governing what kind of body he is going to get next. Because two things Krishna is doing parallelly. One side he is giving us the opportunity to fulfill all our desires independent of Krishna. Other side is reforming us. Correct? He is doing two things parallelly. He wants to take us back to Godhead. So two things are going on parallelly. One side reformation is going on. Other side he is trying to purify us. Other side is giving us chance to enjoy this world. So these two things to go parallelly, what has to happen is that suppose somebody has a desire to become an engineer, but at the same time he has to suffer in the body of a caterpillar. So both things are done parallelly. The desire as a caterpillar, okay, build. Just like so many insects also build. At the same time you suffer. You will not get body of a Brahma just because you desire to be an engineer. No, sir. No, sir. Because the activities are simple. So therefore you will go. Or sometimes what the Lord will do is that there is a desire, say to be the President of America. He will also give you intelligence to do some punya, to fulfill that. And finally we reach that point. Okay. So anyway, this laws of papa, laws of karmas are going on. So we have to be very careful. A devotee is neither interested in karma, neither is interested in vikarma. He is interested in akarma. Vikarma means sinful activities, akarma means pious activities. Karma means pious activities. And akarma means activities which have no material result. These activities are done just for the pleasure of the Lord. And so this is what Narad Muni will gradually conclude here in this. Now he has asked a question, King Parishvar, that we see some people are suffering in this world. We see some people are suffering in this world, but we cannot see in this life any sinful activity that he has done. Okay? Sometimes people ask this question, why good people suffer and why bad people enjoy. Correct? We see some person, no good quality, but he is enjoying, he is in a comfortable condition. So number one, this good and bad is also related. Correct? Nobody is perfectly good. Even in this life people do sinful activities. But at the same time, second point is that the law of karma is so minute that this life you are not suffering for your this life good or bad activities. You suffer for previous lives. Then question comes, why did Krishna design? This looks very strange design. Because there's the fate is already there. There is a point there. Yes, major activities in life are already fixed. Your death, your any major sufferings, enjoyments are fixed. Then why does this? So this is the design of the Lord so that you don't work to become pious man of this world. You should work to go back to Krishna's lotus feet. Somebody is trying to settle down in this world, adjusting all situations. Krishna, what are your adjustments, sir? Whatever you do, the amount of happiness you're going to get in this life is fixed, based on your purva karmas. So what will happen is that any personality when he knows this, when he comes to know this, he will become disinterested to endeavor for material comfortable position in this life. He will endeavor one area, it is unbridled. Person can expand as much as possible. The area of spiritual advancement, we can work unlimitedly. There is no bar there. You can work there unlimitedly. But the area of material comforts, that comes because of our pure karma. There, Krishna is not going to put a bar. He is not going to put any limitation. It is left to our eagerness. Yes, just like we heard the famous shloka today. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Manasa, what do I have with me? I have my mind by which I keep planning sense gratification all day. It was all. I have my mind and the man's deha. I have my body by which I plan sense gratification, or I do sense gratification. Sense gratification, any activities of my personal pleasure, and then my geha and my family and some other here and there small possessions. We are small people actually. We are not like Krishna. Krishna owns billions of material universes and the vast spiritual sky, which is many-fold bigger. This is the jail, and definitely city is bigger than the jail. There are many jails, so there are many universes, but city is much bigger. In this world there may be hundreds of jails, but people living outside in the city are much bigger. So Vaikuntha is the biggest sky. Material sky is very small. All the universes put together are nothing, insignificant compared to the spiritual sky. And Krishna owns the whole thing. What are we? We become proud just owning some coins or some plastic. Nowadays wealth is also like that. So he is saying Manasa. Manasa means my own mind. First thing we offer is our own mind to Krishna. And the mind is always planning, so we should arrest the mind in this way. See, we are enjoying comfortable condition today, but if we do sinful activities, we are ready for terrible suffering in the future. We should arrest our mind and fix the mind. One side we should do this, other side we should fix the mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. Okay? Positive, negative should always, both should go parallel. Manasa, then Deha, this body is there. Yes, why not engage this body in Krishna's service? Yes, Deha. Then Geha, this for a family man. He's saying my own whole family. It's good for a family to turn whole house into a temple. Geha. Manasa Geha, Deha Geha, Jokuchumura. And anything else is there, my Lord. It is for your pleasure. So this is the way Bhaktivinoda Thakur is surrendering himself to Krishna. He is giving an example. So in this way we engage ourselves, and in spiritual advancement there is no barrier, there is no boundary. Okay, this much only you can do this life. Some joke astrologers are there. Astrologers, if they have knowledge, they should know devotee's life is not within our purview. This is any astrologer, if he has knowledge, they say, no, this is Hari Bhakta, I cannot touch this. This is. But there also, okay, you talk about the body, chalo. They enter even the spiritual domain. They say we can this much he can make progress this way. One astrologer, that he was telling this much progress we cannot do more. This is beyond that. This is foolishness actually. And people are very attracted to astrologers today because Prabhupada said the way people approach astrologers, see, nothing is wrong, nothing is good, nothing is bad. How you take it? People approach astrologers for what purpose? And they approach astrologers for furthering their sense gratification. How many years I have? For what? For what? For what you want to know? You want to know for sense gratification. A pure devotee, nothing is bad, nothing is good. Devotees used to come to Prabhupada and they used to take, they used to take Prabhupada's details and check the astrologer. They would say, yes, he has a few more years. For what purpose then? For Prabhupada, there is nothing good, nothing bad in here, yes. How I can use it in Krishna service. Yes. That way. But for a normal person, Prabhupada warned in his letters, don't go to astrologers. Because even devotees, Prabhupada warned them. Prabhupada said, it is just for sense gratification. That information, 10 more years are there. So, 9 years I can nicely enjoy. Last year I will think how to surrender to Krishna. For a devotee, it is not important. A devotee means he is always thinking, if I can surrender. And he should rather meditate, today is my last life. Now what people do, if they go to astrologer and figure out 10 more years are there, 9 years and then 11 months I will simply do sense gratification. All obnoxious variety. Last month like Ajamila will chant Narayana, 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 and Krishna will save you. Correct? That can be the tendency. Therefore, Prabhupada did not recommend. In fact, Prabhupada said, astrology is for sense gratification. That is how the general tendency is. He did not recommend in his books or anything, go purpose, go to astrologers, figure out. Prabhupada doesn't talk about it. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.